The purpose of this video is to just discuss what is entailed in the project here, that is the cottage, or the scale model of the cottage. For this video, as I believe each cottage will be individual, I'm not going to actually demonstrate how to draw this, because I believe it will be of no value to you, because each cottage, as I said previously, will be different. Now what I will speak to you about is why we would draw this on AutoCAD and use it in the laser cutter, and the reasons for it. If a student in construction studies wanted to create a scale model of a heritage project like a cottage in their area, the student could essentially make their project, or the bones of their project, on the laser cutter. They would simply need to measure up the cottage that they're planning on making for their project for the leave insert, just as they would if they were actually to do it by hand. The only difference here being that the aim of this is to draw it out on AutoCAD, so it will be 100% accurate to the scale that they decide to do it on. As I said, it will be to scale, and then they can send it to the laser cutter, and it'll be able to cut it on card, and you will be able to apply a finish onto it. Now similarly, you can cut it onto card and mount that onto a baseboard like MDF or plywood, so that you'd have a perfect template for cutting out on. For the likes of a cottage, maybe you'll be better off going with something sturdier like that, but again, this is up to the user's discretion. What you do need to be mindful of when creating this project, as you can see, this is quite a lengthy piece of card that you will be using. You'd want to take into consideration the length of your laser bed. Now, if you're fortunate enough to have the laser bed that we're using for these laser projects, we had a bed that was 900mm long, so I was able to fit this entire development of the cottage out in one cut. If you're not so fortunate to have that, maybe you have the 610 by 305 bed, you might be able to fit in just this portion of the cottage, just the elevation of it. Now that isn't the end of the world either. The reason we have down here, as you can see, the step up here to reach the bottom of the door, that is to allow the cottage to sit up a little, so that you can put this bottom of the cottage on a baseboard and then level up your groundworks to the level of the bottom of the door. So that's the reason for that. If you're planning on doing it on card and to develop it out and then apply your finish to the card, these three yellow lines here, they represent score marks, so that you would actually cut your card on these three marks and develop the house around that, stick it together, and then apply a finish to that. This is the same as an etch cut. If you just want to denote where the actual line is, just draw where the line is and give it a thickness, so that the laser will actually etch it rather than cut it. Other than that, that is essentially everything we need to know about this cottage project. I'd just like to reinforce the reason why I'm not actually showing you how to draw this is because that each cottage will be different. I don't think you'll learn anything from me showing you how to draw this, as the main skills involved in drawing it we've already gone through with the other projects and the other tutorials. There'll be no new learning here.